Paul. This lighting is so weird. I don't get it. Okay. This is copyright-free music. Love it, love it. The waiting is the hardest part. The waiting is the hardest part. Hello, Piper. You want to say hello to everybody? Come here. Come here and show off your pretty little face. Hi, baby. Say hello. Hello. Hello, my little co-host. Hi, Pumpkin. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. I love you. Say hi. Say hello. You want to dance? You like dancing, huh? You want to dance? You want to dance? Oh, you want to dance? You want to dance? Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the music. Hello? Says there's 10 people here. I'm not seeing any comments. Let's see. What are you doing? Okay, now I'm seeing some comments. We got copyright-free music. Hi, Angel Eyes. Hi, Ivy. Take that hat off. I love hats. Okay, I'll take it off without messing up my hair. I just like hats much better. I've been working today, making a mess out of my hair. My hair I got all hot and stuff. How are you guys? You having a good day? You know I'm going to put the hat back on. I love hats. I don't even know why I wanted more hair, because I always wear hats. It's the way it is. I know, right? Cause I don't know, it's just a habit. I love wearing hats. This lighting is so weird. Like, I look like white as a ghost. I don't know why. I'm still getting used to the hair, you guys. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I had to add a few more pieces in the front today, earlier. I've literally hi, Blue Moon. Okay. So, Angel Eyes. The hair, I still have packs I got to send back because I don't need them all. But to put it in, she only charged me $120. And she says a lot of places charge like $1,200 for the hair and to put it in. She can get it done pretty quick. You might get it done? Well, let me tell you, the extensions, some of them are downstairs. I'm trying to decide which ones are my favorite because, in all honesty, the first pack I got were the Irresistible Me, right? It was the Irresistible Me pack. I wish when I had gotten extensions, I had really done research and figured out what would be the best. So I'm going to show you these ones. Those ones originally came in this packaging. So what they do is they give you one piece in here to take out and put up to your hair, see if it's the right color, see if it's the right length, if you like it. And if it doesn't work for you, you can send it back as long as this part isn't broken. This seal isn't broken. So these were the Irresistible Me ones, okay? Those were the original ones. Those are the ones she put in my hair, the 14-inch. To be honest with you, not loving those. Not loving the texture so much. But I did go ahead and put a couple of these ones in today. These are the Amazing Beauty ones. And I love the texture of the Amazing Beauty ones. I feel like the Irresistible Me ones, they say they're 100% human hair, but I think they mix it with what's that other kind of hair called, you guys? The stuff that's not real. It's like half and half. I think they mixed it with that because I can tell the difference in how it curls. So, and then they have Zala hair, which are the ones I'm sending back. Those ones, there's not a lot of hair in the pieces. So how this one, you can kind of feel them, you know, it's kind of thick. The Zala ones are like flat to the cardboard. So I think when I do it again, if I ever do, I'm going to get the Amazing Beauty ones. I think that's the ones I'm going to stick with. I would not recommend the Irresistible Me, but I guess everybody's different. Some people love the Irresistible Me. Me, no, not so much. Yeah, I did. I put a couple. Hey, Joe, nice to see you. Can you sleep? Yep. Well, Ivy, what they recommend is you braid it. You take it. Piper, would you please quit farting in here? They recommend that you pull it to the side and you put a braid in it so it kind of holds it down. So you don't, so they don't get all tangled and stuff. But so yeah, I not too crazy about the initial ones I got put in. So I'm just trying to give you a little advice. You don't have to take it. But I like them. Definitely like the Amazing Beauty ones. And the Amazing Beauty ones were pretty reasonable too. You would spend probably, depending on how much hair. Do you have thick hair or thin hair, Angel Eyes? I like the Amazing Beauty ones. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Okay. This side, this piece is the Amazing Beauty. Okay, I just put it in earlier today. This one, you probably can't tell the difference, but this one's the first ones I got put in. And these, do you see how it just lays nicer and it looks softer? I don't know. I like it better. Yeah, braid. It depends. If you have thick hair, you don't need as much. If you have thin hair, you do. So mine only took 2 packs, but I ended up putting more in because I don't think she put enough in. So how are you guys doing? How was your day? Ivy's like, take that hair. The Amazing Beauty looks shinier. Yes, exactly. See, you can tell the difference, right? See the shininess to it. I don't know. My lighting's not that good, you guys, but you can tell the difference. This one has been cut though a little bit too. But yeah, it's just, it lays so much nicer too. Hey, Picker. Okay, you have thin hair. Yeah. I've got thin hair up front, but in back, when it grows, it's thick. So it's kind of like, I would say 3 or 4 packs, depending on how thick and depending on how much hair you want. And remember, this is only 14-inch length, 14 inches. So if you don't want like hair down to the middle of your back, I would just go with the 14-inch length. These ones are tape ins, honey. They have little tape things at the top, and you just I might do a thing on it. I might do a what do you call it on it? I forgot the name. A tutorial. I might do a tutorial on it. Oh shoot. I'm supposed to turn it down. Hey Casey. Are you new? Like, have you ever talked in here before? Or are you someone that's been in here but changed your name? Like some people do that. Any football peeps in here? The Raiders beat the Saints. So this is what it looks like. angel eyes. That's what it looks like. And then you just take the tape off the top. Now you can blow. Yep. You can, I guess you can even freaking dye them, Ivy. Can you believe it? So what you do, I'll just show you guys just a little bit. Hold on. You just take a little piece. Yeah, you don't want it to show in the rows, but you take a piece of this, you take the tape off. I'm trying to do this backwards. Stick it in, and then you take another piece and tape it right on top of that. And then you take your flat iron for like 3 seconds and put it on there so it holds them together. I mean, if you have patience, you can do it yourself. And if you have patience, you can do it yourself and save money. I don't have the patience to do my whole head. No way. Don't have the patience for that. Thank you, Casey. Jenny Angel, I thought you were mad at me. I'm like, where's our Jenny Angel? The only thing is, too, you guys, you have to get back here. They say not to do it too low in case you wear your hair up. But these little pieces back here drive me nuts. Yeah, you can dye it. I have a little booklet they sent me, and you can dye it. It's crazy. You can do anything to it. Now, my hat's going back on. It's driving me nuts. So yeah. Where's all of our peeps, you guys? It's kind of, they're very hot when you're cleaning and stuff, that's for sure. Aw. Jenny Angel says, never be mad at you. You better not be, you little stinker. Hey, Robert. Roberts. Blue Moon. Angel Eyes. So I ran in. Oh, by the way, you guys, my car broke down today. But I'm telling you, regardless of that happening, I am motivated. There's something coming over me that is just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like a rush of wanting to get my life started, my new life started. And just, doing all the things that I'm getting done, having to get done, and one thing at a time. I'm just like, my car broke down. I think it might be the starter again. I think it might be a faulty starter, but my ex had to come and pick me up. I asked my son if he would. He was busy, so he called his dad, and his dad actually came and picked me up and drove me home. So I'll tell you, that was interesting to see him. But this other guy was trying to talk to me and asking me what was wrong to start the car for him, and he was kind of too much of a, I don't know, just kind of wasn't my type. But yeah, I need to get a new car, Ivy. I'm just tired. I've got a broken down Equinox in my driveway that was my daughter's car. It could be something simple, it could be fixed. It's a nice car. We could use it for a camping car or just having for an extra car. So there's that one. And then my car, and there's just always something wrong with these damn cars, but it's okay. You know what? What do we say? What does the Bible say? What does God tell us? We have to give thanks through our trials. We have to. This breaking down of my car is going to lead to something else, which is going to lead to something else. This had to happen in my life. It just had to. That's what I genuinely believe. Everything happens for a reason. It's part of our path. I mean, because you guys know what? I just got the damn car fixed 2 weeks ago, right? Thank God it didn't do it when me and my sister and my mom were on our trip. Thank you, God. See, he at least waited until I got home. So, I mean, that's the way I look at things, is everything, has to happen. It has to happen that way. Whether that's going to be leading me, to biting the bullet and just going out and getting a new car, then that's what I'm going to do. Today, I actually was on the phone also with a real estate company because I want to know what I got to do to buy a house. Like, I mean, I'm getting very motivated, and he took all my information. He's looking at my credit score. He's going to, figure out the numbers and see if I'm able to do it on my own, because I pay $2,000 a month where I live. And I said, it's ridiculous. So, and if I have to start with a house that's not so appealing to the eye and I have to put some work into it myself, I'll do it. I'll learn how to do it. Which, with these breaking down of cars, I've decided I want to take some kind of auto mechanic class. Seriously, I need to know how to fix this stuff by myself so I don't have to depend on anybody else. I'm tired of having to depend on people, and I'm stuck. I got stuck with no car. So, hey, Virtual, you're also motivated. Just broke up with your narcissist boyfriend and just started on decluttering. Good for you. Good for you. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself, honey. This is why I lease and don't deal with car stuff anymore. I just cannot do it. Yeah, car stuff sucks. Lease to buy a house. So get that from your husband as well, please. You're like, get it. I asked, how much, if I had, I put, they said, how much would you have to put down? I said, about 10 grand. That's it. I said, I would rather put down nothing if there's some kind of program for that. But, if I had to come up with 10 grand, I could put down 10 grand and that's it. It's the car stuff, Ivy. It just drives me freaking nuts. If I knew how to, of course I wouldn't be able to fix everything. That I wouldn't probably do a head gasket or anything like that, but just the simple stuff. I'm tired of having to turn to him. You know how much that sucked, really? That I was sitting there in this parking lot waiting for my soon-to-be ex-husband. Yes, I want to be acquaintances because we are parents of our children together, but I want us to get along, but I don't want to have to see him for things that I need. I don't want to have to depend on him. I want to do it myself. Or somebody that's a good friend, Usually you need 10%. Yes, you guys. So we're going to get motivated. We are going to get motivated. Join the gym. I'm looking into buying a house, maybe a new car. I don't know, depending on. And I'm still going to go back to school. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. I found some amazing stuff that takes out dog piss. So I don't know if you guys have tried it or not. Because Sosa peed on the carpet and I can't deal with animal. I'm never getting another animal. After my son's completely moved out with his puppy, he hasn't been staying here all the time. My daughter's almost out. She doesn't have much left. She said probably Wednesday she's going to be out. No more animals for me. Not now. Not for quite a few years. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't. Start dating a mechanic. I need to shed a few too, Casey. More for me, it's like I just want to get in, I just want to tone up like these friggin' arms, They're chunky. I don't know if you can see that. That's funny, Robert. Look, like this under stuff right here, I want it to be like it used to be, like that, I have some muscle. I got a little muscle in there, see? Got some muscle, not much. This one's not as much. Got some back fat going on and some, I just want to tone up. So yeah. You're not either? Yeah, Ivy. I don't want them. If I get animals, I'll get something like fish or something, like something that I can put in and just watch how beautiful they are. We got this. That's right, Casey. I like your attitude. I'd rather pay for a mobile auto mechanic to come out rather than me too, Blue Moon. Thank you. It was, I mean, I wasn't humiliated, but I was thinking, you know what? That's the least he can do. Good. He's on his day off and he's coming out to help me. And I appreciated it. Absolutely. But now my car is sitting in this parking lot. I said, well, I don't want it to get towed. He goes, it's not going to get towed. It'll be fine. And he said, I'll try to get my cousin and see if he'll come out and help me either later today or tomorrow. As also I was running errands, I still have to send my those bras back. I haven't even sent back yet. Oh, Jenny, that's so sweet. But I'm not, sweetie. I've got a gut. I do have a gut. So I talked to this guy I know, this friend of mine. I wouldn't say a friend. He is my friend's boyfriend. An apartment. Yeah, or a condo, maybe. Apartments, I can't. You can't pick your neighbors, you guys, at apartments. I mean, I could get stuck in an apartment with screaming kids, above me and below me, running up and down. I can't deal with that. But you're right. I mean, no gardening. Yeah. So this guy, you guys, my heart breaks for him. His girlfriend works at a job that I work at, and he and her, she does it too, which I suspected, but I wasn't absolutely sure what it was. But he told me that he uses, right, which I already knew. Like, you can tell if you've had family members or close friends or anybody that have used, been a user of drugs, like you can tell. But he decided to share it. Yeah, I use, he said, I said, what, do you smoke it or what? Because I know people that used to know people that smoked it. And he's like, yeah, I smoke it and I shoot it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been shooting it? So he said about 10 years. I'm like, do you ever want to quit? And he said, yeah. I said, have you ever quit? Have you ever had a time where you've been off it? He said, when I've been in jail. And I'm like, well, what do you think it would take, like, to make you quit? I mean, he literally says he has these things, you guys, that test to see if fentanyl is in whatever he's buying. This is what they do. And he's got Narcan all, on his person in case. This is his lifestyle and this is her lifestyle. And he said that his girlfriend does it at work. She'll just go out to her car and do it and then go back to work. I knew she was on something. And they're young, you guys. They're in their 20s. It's so, so, so sad. I mean, you can see the shoot up marks in his hands. And then he said that he goes, but then I ask myself sometimes, why quit? And that just, I'm trying to figure out a polite way to say this, or a way to say it that doesn't make it sound like that I'm glad that he's in the position he's in, because I'm not. But I'm going to tell you right now, seeing him and her motivated me to do even better in my life. Because any one of us, I don't care who you are, that could be any one of us. It could. We never know, you guys, what's going to be that thing that makes us turn to that. We never know. And it just, they're wasting their lives away. They are completely wasting their lives away. And she moved up here from California, I guess, to get out of the whole scene, to get away from the situation she was in. And this guy was helping her, supposedly. Well, That's no. And they live with his mom, it's just ugh. I feel like they're never gonna have. Sorry, I wasn't. You guys looking at the chat? Hey, Chicano. Yeah, it's a long time. It's like exactly. My ex was an addict. I don't even know it. I didn't even know until a month before I left him. I ignored the signs. You saw. So you did see signs. You just chose to ignore them. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to admit that someone you love, and even though it's not us choosing to do it, right? It's not us doing it. It's somebody. It's almost like it makes us feel we can't admit they're doing it because it says something negative about us, that we've chosen this person, right? That is a drug addict, or it's just like with my family, Oh, he worked with, oh my gosh. When you were out working your butt off, he would use. I'm sorry. Have you ever seen YouTube channel? Yes. I like that channel. It does, Chicano. It's awesome. You guys, I wonder if they would mind if I played it on here. Do you think, Chicano, do you think they would mind? I don't think they would mind if we shared it. Do you? If I put it on screen share? Because yes, that guy's awesome. And more times than not, these people, Rainy Bows, hey girl, how are you, honey? More times than not, they're just normal people like us. I do think, though, honestly, I do think, you guys, that a lot of untreated emotional, sexual, mental abuse, when it goes untreated, this is when people end up turning to drugs to numb themselves, right? That's what they do. They don't want to deal with it. That's what my brother does. And I really believe that's what my sister does it, even though she says, I do it because I love it and I'm never going to quit. That's what my sister says. I will probably never quit. And I'm like, she goes, why? And I'm like, so you never want to live in a home? Like, you never want to be able to cook a hot meal? Because they live in a car. We're camping out. I'm like, how can anybody say I will probably never quit? My brother says the same thing. So when you have someone telling you, I will probably never quit, I don't want to. What are we supposed to do with that? All we can do is pray. You guys, that is all we can do is pray. Hold on, these pants. I had to unbutton my britches. I mean, seriously, that's all we can do is pray, you guys. Like, for them, I feel honestly that it isn't going to happen with my brother and my sister. And I hate saying that because I love them, but in all honesty, they've been doing drugs since they were 12 years old, So since they've been doing drugs since they were 12 years old, I can't even remember. I know my brother was sober when he went to the Salvation Army treatment center. He did amazing. He did absolutely amazing when, in there. He got involved. He went to church. He was in the band, It was such a beautiful thing to see him, handing it over to God. It was such a beautiful thing to see my brother. It was I had my brother, which I had never had, Hey, Lexi. And I don't know what we can do for these people except pray for them. Don't give them money. If they want money, don't give them money. It's sad to say, but if they're hungry, buy them something to eat. Don't give them money because 9 times out of 10, they're going to use it on drugs, you know. Hey, Maureen. I know someone that was going down that patch, and I helped them get into detox in a methadone clinic. That friend of mine has been doing great, almost 5 years, hasn't it? Good. See, you did an amazing thing helping. And I wish that's what I want all of us in life to do. Try to help people. You know, how many mothers out there have been, you know, gotten hooked on. Hey, Kimberly, how are you, hon? Hey, Seraphin. Thank you, Maureen. It's not my real hair, but thank you. Seraphin, how are you? We need to help people. You know, if definitely pray for them. You know, if you can help them by driving them to a detox place, or see, with my brother, I cannot take him into my home. Like, that's just enabling. I think a lot of people don't know the difference. They think if you're giving them money, if you're giving them rides everywhere, if you're letting them stay at your house, you know, if you're letting them, buying them stuff, that's helping. But it's not. It's completely enabling them. They have to get to a point where they just are fed up. And I thought my brother had hit that point, but he has not. He absolutely has not. Okay, Jenny Angel, love you, sweetheart. Where are you going? Puny human servant. It's, you know, and it's the hardest thing to say no. Believe me, I had to get therapy to learn boundaries and to say no. And I'm still not good at it. And I'm still working on it. And I still have a very hard time setting up I mean, I can set up boundaries and have boundaries for everybody else, people I love. You know, you cross that boundary and you're messing with somebody I love, you're done. But for myself, I'm needing to learn my own self-worth, and that I'm allowed to have boundaries, and I'm allowed to say no without feeling like I'm going to be disowned, or that love is going to be taken from me because I won't do something for you, you know, because that's the way I've always lived. That's the way I was brought up, and that's it. So I'm learning I'm learning that it's okay for me to say no and still expect that person not to abandon me just because I said no to something. I mean, how sick is that people literally withdraw their love from you because you won't do for them? Has anybody else had that situation? What, Seraphin, what made your brother, where'd that go? What made your brother gravitate towards drugs? For me, I gravitate towards drugs and stuff because I wanted to experience a different lifestyle and then stopped caring about the future. Chicano, I think for my brother, well, he was like 12 or 13 when he started. So he started young. And I believe at that time it was because of abuse. Because my mother was an alcoholic, right? My mother's an alcoholic, and my father used to beat the shit out of my brother. And I believe my brother was molested as well. I do. I believe because he had a big brother, you know, those places that you can, you know, for your kids. I mean, I think they still have them around. You can get a big brother, I think now, or a big sister to spend time with your children if you're too busy. Or just to give them that one-on-one interaction with somebody. And for kids for him, it was for kids who had, you know, who had behavioral problems, got into trouble all the time. So he got, you know, my mom got him a big brother. I think that it was his big brother who did stuff to him. Not only that, I think my uncle may have. My uncle was a heroin addict. My grandmother was a prostitute. I mean, you guys, my family, she used to sleep with military men for money. So for my brother Chicano, the question you asked, what got him into that? I believe emotional and physical abuse, possibly sexual abuse. And I think he just never stopped because it felt too good to be numb. He didn't have to feel the pain and hurt, because then not only was he physically, at least physically and emotionally abused by my father, but then my father died. So he didn't get to have closure with him. He's so much like my dad. It's crazy. But my brother's getting older, and he used to be a fighter. He used to be really good at fighting, and now, no, he's lost it, and he doesn't have that fight in him anymore. And my sister, Rainy Bow, says, I'm still not good at it. Good job. Yes, Chicano, I'm so glad you've stopped. Amen. Oh, Kimberly, really? Kimberly, why? I just saw that comment. Casey, do you have Kimberly blocked? Rainy Bow says, me. I'm in therapy now for apologizing when things aren't my fault. Yes, Rainy Bows. Hey, Avery's Heart, welcome. We just talk about all different kinds of stuff in here, sometimes family stuff, empty nest stuff, politics sometimes. Sometimes we play games and dance, and it's a shit show in here sometimes. Just kidding. So yeah, I'm wondering if Casey, do you have Kimberly blocked? So yeah, anyways, back to my brother and so with my sister, I believe the same thing. And you guys don't laugh at this. I have a sports bra on under here, and this the strap's a lot thicker. I come to you in how I am with my flab and all. It's Kimberly. How do I say your last name? Milchalski. Michalski. Kimberly Michalski. Her channel is awesome. We support each other well, except I bring darkness. Seraphim, I love you. No matter how much you don't come in here, I love it when you come in here. I was lucky growing up. My parents loved us, and we shared an emotional bond of a family. No one drank much while I was growing up. Well, Lexi, I'm happy, honey, that I feel like there's not too many families and children that grow up in amazing families. Maybe there are more than I think, but I love to hear it when people say they had an amazing family with, the father and the mother and brothers and sisters, and it was just one big happy family and there was love. I love that. I wish I would have had that, but I didn't, and the chips fell where they were supposed to. God has a plan for each and every one of us. I believe in my heart of hearts. I believe every trial, every pain we go through, every heartache, every loss, everything we go through is planned. It's supposed to happen this way. And that's why it says in the Bible to give thanks through your trials, because that trial is happening for a reason. You're going to learn something through that trial. It's going to lead to something that could help somebody through that trial. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, Kimberly, I understand, honey. That's okay. I gotcha. So with my sister, I don't know if any of y'all can relate to me with family or loved ones, ex-husband, ex-wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, anything like that. I think my sister, same reason. Angel Eyes, same reason. Casey had a loving mom. Dad was absent most of the time. I'm sorry for that. It's so important to have a father around too. Especially, I know they say, boys are more, gravitate more towards their mom, and girls gravitate more towards their daddies. You know, there's just something about, and that's what kills me about my daughter and her father. Her father isn't one of those loving dads. He isn't a protector, and my daughter has actually said she's not going to have him give her away at her wedding. And I said, yes, you are. That's your dad. You are going to have him give you. She goes, no, I'm going to have my brother do it probably. And I'm like, she's like, he's been more of a dad to me than dad has. I'm like, honey, you don't mean that. When the time comes, I understand. I understand because yes, she has been let down a big time. But little girls, Casey, what I'm trying to say is little girls crave that protection from their daddy. They crave that, I used to walk on my dad's feet. I would stand on his feet and, he'd walk me around on them. I mean, just little things like that made me feel close to him. But then that was pretty much the closest thing we did together. So my sister, I believe same reason she got involved in drugs. I believe she was, things happened to her as a child. She said it never did until she got older, out of the house. She said she was in a cult. Her and her friend, you guys, ran away together, and they went to this cult. And that song "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees reminds me. Every time I hear that song, it reminds me of back when she was in that cult, and my dad at one point followed her home from school one day and found out where it was, and he threatened those people. He said, you get my daughter out of there, or I'm calling the police, or if that doesn't work, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Well, my sister ended up coming home, but she was gone for like 2 weeks. And the things that happened hey, Sean, the things that happened in there, you guys. So their names were like Fire and King. And the first time today's your birthday, Rainy Bows. Everybody put up some birthday wishes and hearts and loves for Rainy Bows. Happy birthday, sweetheart. How old are you? Give thanks, man. Happy birthday. Unfortunately, all of my family are gone now, and I miss them. I was a daddy's girl. Well, I'm so glad you got to experience that. I was promiscuous as a teen and young. Exactly. Casey, me too. And it's no secret. I've shared it on here. I was a slut when I was younger. Absolutely. I mean, I hate saying that word, but I was. I mean, I got sick of guys easy. The one little thing they would do, I would be like, oh, I don't like them anymore. And then I'd move on to the next person. What's that noise? Everyone, yes, there's some birthday wishes for Rainy Bows. Time for change. Hey, sweetheart. Aw, will you just fall asleep listening to my annoying voice? How about that, honey? So yes, it's promiscuous. My sister was very promiscuous. Okay, so you can show don't mind my Photoshop pic. That is my head, but that is Joe Exotic. Oh, you're fine. Aw. Casey, we talk about all kinds of stuff in here, and everybody in here is very, very kind, non-judgmental. Don't panic that there was just me knocking at the table. Sarah. Should we say 40 something? I know you're only 40. Don't say 40 something, Rainy Bows. Don't age yourself. Rainy Bows is beautiful. Okay, so let me get back to saying, Rainy Bows, tell me what you did. Tell the chat what you did for your birthday, if anything. Tell us what your husband did for you, or your family, or what. Tell us what you wanted for your birthday, and did you get it? You used to come in here a lot. I was slow. Okay, that's why. That's why. Thank you, Sloan. Thank you. I don't know what you want me to call you. Oh, Jenny Angel, it's Rainy Bows' birthday today. 40 is the new 20. That's right, Seraphin. Seraphin knows what's up. Jenny Angel, yours was the other day. I have all your damn birthdays written down. I meant to look at it. Ugh. Well, Jenny Angel, I need your address. Rainy Bows, I need your address. I was thinking about having a drink tonight. Should I? All right. So my sister, yes. So she was in a cult. So Sloan, you know, or Casey, you know, my head goes all over the place. I cannot finish a thought for nothing. She was in that cult, and unfortunately, that's where she lost her virginity, as far as I know. It was taken from her, and it was by a big colored man. They were all colored men in this cult, and my sister and her friend were just these, little white girls, and they were forced to do things. And she got out of there, but she liked it there. And I think that just kind of set the precedent for the rest of the way, because after that, they did drugs there, I think. And then, she didn't want to go to school. She did, smoked a lot of pot, skipped a lot of school. I do have to say my mom put a lot of responsibility on her, being the oldest. So there's that. And then she left the house, I think at like 18. And I have a matter listed, anniversaries. I look at the beginning. That's what I need to do. Time for change. I wrote them down. Hey, Anitra, how are you feeling, honey? Drink Corona or 805? Aw, thank you, honey. Well, you're beautiful. Okay, so then my sister actually one time also, one of her friends, this is sad, you guys. This is what happens to people and we don't even know about it. One of her friends, she went over to his house to watch a football game or something with him, right? After work. And it was a good friend. It was a friend of hers. And he was a colored man, right? And so there, he said, well, he got some snacks and stuff. And then he said, well, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. She didn't think nothing of it, getting ready to watch the game. He comes out naked with a knife in his hand and raped her. So there's that. And then there's another time that she was walking home from work and she had to walk, but you guys wouldn't know about, but there's a place called Deja Vu and it's a strip joint. And she didn't work there, but she worked across the street from there. So she had to, walk. She walked home and she was a tiny little 4'11" thing. And she got to the door. She lived with her boyfriend and his family, his mom and stuff. She was home and everything. The mom, she got to the door. The screen door was locked, right? This man had followed her. He swiped her up from her front porch, brought her into the car, took her down to the water, and raped her in the car. thank God people heard her screaming, and called the police, and the police got down there and caught him in the act. But my sister has been through hell in that sense. So I know I talk about the fact she smokes crack and all that. I can't say I understand why she does it, because I've been through hell myself, and I've chosen not to go that route. But I think she has I mean, I know she has a lot of issues that she has not dealt with. And so again, she's using crack to cover up feelings. When you tell your, she was explaining to me that her son, my nephew, was mad at her again. Everything was fine. We were getting along great. And, all of a sudden I was talking to him and he's pissed off at me again. And I'm like, why? What'd he say? Oh, he told me what a shitty mom I am. And, how, he just, how he felt. I said, well, sis, you have to understand how it affected him when you and his dad were doing crack and you guys were getting kicked out of places, and he had top ramen and peanut butter and jelly to eat. Like, he still has unresolved feelings about that, and he just wants you to take accountability. He just wants you to say, I know I screwed up. I did not do what I was supposed to do as a mom. I loved you, but I did not show you that. I think that's what people mostly, even on YouTube, I think our relationships in real life, people just want you to notice that you hurt them, right? You did something and it affected me this way and it hurt. So, but when you say, I did the best I could, my mom said that. I did the best I could. She's never apologized to me about how she treated me or the situations that I was in because of her, and my sister was the same way. She's saying I was a good mom. I'm like, I'm thinking, wait, what planet are you on? Because no, I didn't tell her, no, you weren't a good mom. I didn't say that to her, but how is that being a good mom? Putting your own needs first before your children, And then my nephew was smoking pot and smoking cigarettes at 12 years old. And then he started trying other stuff. And then my other nephew's in jail right now. It's like, my kids, thank you, Lord. I am so blessed. My children are amazing children. Out of everybody in my family, they are the most amazing kids. My son was the first one to graduate in generations of people in my family. The first one. He was the first child, the first boy. Then my daughter was the first girl to graduate in my family. I didn't graduate with my high school. I had to go back later and finish, and my daughter's the first one to go to college in my family. So I'm really freaking proud of them. And, there's no way, I could have. I went to so many different schools and my mom kicked me out at 15 years old. I mean, it was a life, I tell you. But that's why I was so adamant with my children. You are graduating high school. You're not going to drop out. No way. With some great therapists working with him. If he can make some connection to someone that might How do you do that, Maureen? Like, where would you find that kind of a therapist? He needs I think he needs medication, Maureen, also. I am very blessed. Thank you, Lexi. That's your payback. Good kids after such a hard upbringing yourself. That's because. Thank you, Jenny Angel. That's right, Rainy Bows. Isn't that awesome? And that's why I say, thank you, Blue Moon. That's the thing, you guys, is like, I feel like that's why I don't like excuses. You know, I don't like excuses. I could have been somebody that failed my kids too. Absolutely. You know, I'm not saying it would have been right, but I had even my therapist told me it. I am so surprised you turned out like you did, she said. I don't know how you did it. You beat the odds because this is not how normal people would turn out, coming from where you did. But that's where I say it's so important. Make different choices. Sure, you can make the same choice that everybody else in your family made. You can choose the drugs, you can choose the drinking, you can choose to put everything else before your children. But you do that, it's nobody else's fault. You can't blame. That's what I hate when people say, well, I was brought up in a terrible home and, that's why I am the way I am. Okay, I think that can work for so long, but once you're an adult, you're responsible for your own actions. Now, you're not a child anymore. You're not in that same situation anymore. Now you are the only person in the world that can change the trajectory of your life. Nobody else. Yes, as it is sad, some of us have really sad stories, very traumatic stories. But we can't use that traumatic story of our past as an excuse for not succeeding in our future. You just can't. You have to make a choice. If you need to get therapy, get therapy. I just hate seeing that's why our society is so screwed up. That's why the kids are out doing the things they are now, because the parents aren't being parents. It starts in the home, not at school. It's not the school's job to raise your children. That's what's so frustrating. Excuse me. It's not the school's job to raise your children. It's not the nanny's job to raise your children. I think if people started being more involved with their kids in the home and got off the alcohol and booze and whatever else partying they're doing, got off it and held your child and told them you love them and you put them first before anything else, I think society would definitely change for the better. Hey, Annette. It's just, Sean, thank you. Hey, keeping it real. Hello, Graceful Dragon. Thank you, Lexi. My addiction was thinking about suicide. I did that from age 14 to age. Are you okay now, Casey? Have you worked past that? That's right, Rainy Bows. I'm so very proud of you. You are an example to so many who had bad pasts. You now have to learn to love and be proud. That's right. Thank you, honey. Because of my own childhood, I once thought I was going to live in the island of misfit toys. Time for change. You are somebody who is such a sweet spirit. I love having you come in here. You just bring happiness to our chat. So thank you. I mean, there's something about every one of you. It doesn't, Casey. You're right. And if that's what's happening, if people are harassing, the best thing to do is take a break. We can't keep letting them do it to us. We are the only ones, who can stop it. And that is to just unplug for a while. If more people did that, the United States, unfortunately, does not have a very good mental health system. So in your area, you need to research facilities, check reviews, ask others. Yeah, it's so hard because, Maureen, unless my brother's willing to do it, I can't, unfortunately, in my state, we can't force them to go. Lefties are so against nuclear family, Blue Moon. I agree. Some do. Many, most, Blue Moon. Yeah, they're trying to break up the family, and they've done, and not to each their own. If you're a transvestite, or if you are in a same-sex marriage, or a same-sex relationship, to each their own. Everyone has their own personal choices. But when it comes to what the media and Hollywood are doing, they're putting these things out there, you guys, just to make this other lifestyle sound and look more appealing, right? Oh, the strip clubs, online, prostitution, these little coffee shops that the girls are mostly naked, right? Anything they can do to make sin, I say sin, this stuff to me is sinful. The coffee shops, the strip clubs, all of that. When, especially when you're married, they do all these things to make the world more inviting, right? So it pulls people away from their families. Online dating. I mean, everything is at the touch of your finger, touch of a button, and you can cheat like that. Drug. I mean, now they're trying to pretty much make it where pedophilia is okay, right? How sickening is that? That Cuties show. Are you serious? You guys, we are doing Zoom. So let me know after here in the comment section when I post this video. I have to go through and put the ads on it. I don't know if they'll demonetize this video or not, maybe. But anyways, put a comment if you want to be included on September 30th for the family murder, the Chris Watts story. I hate calling it that, but you know what I'm talking about. Bella, Cece, Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. If you want to watch that, we are going to do a Zoom, and it's private. You have to be sent a number to call in or a link, and the only people that can get in are the people that are invited. Okay. So, and even if someone decided to share out the link, which we're asking people absolutely do not do that, they still can't get in to and see what we're doing until I accept them in. So if you want to be a part of that and watch that show with us, make sure after the video you put in the comments that you would like to do that. And you have to be somebody who's already been a part of our group here. Okay. Not any people we don't know. Not for something like this. Okay. I think it's going to be fun. We can have popcorn and let me see. If I disciplined my son hard as my family did me, I would have spent 20 years. Right. Oh, it is? Jenny Angel, thank you, honey. Okay, so I didn't know what the Island of Misfit Toys is. That's what I didn't understand. Is that a show? Tell him that you love him no matter what. See if he would try some medication for other issues. They are. That's right, Maureen. That's right. It is. It's people that are hurting, that have been hurting, and that's how they cope. They numb themselves. Absolutely. One mostly naked at coffee shops. Picker, yeah, they have these drive-through. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, they have these drive-through coffee shops here, Picker, where the girls are wearing little pasties and a thong going up their buttocks, or they're pretty much nude, and they'll do certain things. Okay, Sean, you want to be included? Okay, honey. Well, that's a given, Sean. Lexi, you want to be in it too? You're not losing. Angel Eyes, you could try Thrive, honey. On October 1st, pretty soon, I have my eye appointment, you guys. I'm so excited. Bella, Robert, and Graceful. I know the surprise I have for the group. I know. I have. Oh, you have a surprise? Oh. From Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What is that? Time for Change? Oh, yes. Okay. From Rudolph. Okay. I see. Yes. Thank you, Maureen. I was like, wait, I don't understand what that is. I forgot about. In Australia, the bar ladies in some pubs wear lingerie. In New Zealand, we have elections on October 19th, and then we have the USA elections in November. So exciting. I can't. Are you excited, Blue Moon? Of course, Rainy Bows. Yes, absolutely. You're included. I don't know. I have there's some little what are those called? You guys were used to drink them when we were younger. Seagrams. I think I might have one. Maybe I'll have a drink with you guys. All right. If I have a drink, you guys get one. If you don't have a problem with alcohol, okay. It's going to be on the 30th, honey, Jenny, on the 30th. I would love for you to be there. I will send links out. Good time for change. I'm excited. Okay, someone keeps, hold on a second. I don't understand why people are driving in the flooded waters of Bartles and James. Yes, the Chris Watts. Yes, it's called Family Murder, I think, Jenny Angel. It's called Family Murderer. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I will definitely read that. Yeah, I will definitely read that. I'll ask the chat if they want me to read anything political, because I know a lot of times, they don't really want to talk politics, so I might just read it for myself. Thank you for sending that. Do you guys want to do a giveaway? Anyone want to do a giveaway tonight? Let me know if you do. You don't mind? Okay. Sometimes, Casey, sometimes people get, can you do a review of the crystals for those of us? You can't watch it, Blue Moon, because of the time? I'll absolutely do one. There's another show I think called 13. It's supposed to be like cuties, but it's a bad one too. I want to watch these shows and do reviews on them because I'm thinking I'm wanting to start to kind of take my channel in that direction, doing reviews. But I just don't want to give that watch to these companies, but I'm sucking it down. Well, what else was I going to show you guys? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we got our, oh yes, I did like that bra. I did like it a lot. We got our, the debate. Yeah. Only review good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got my AdSense today and I want to say thank you to you guys for watching my the ads on my channel because I was over my threshold. Thank you for the super chats that have come in that adds to, so I'm able to do giveaways and I'm able to buy things for the channel and stuff. And I really appreciate you guys. Your watch time is very important. And I just wanted to say thank you for that, you guys, because we get our AdSense once a month and I appreciate it. And I appreciate the cards and, the sweet little messages I get and the cards and the little gifts. As long as we don't talk about politics, Sean. We're going to stay away from politics tonight. And I'm not going to stay on for 2 hours like I normally do. I got stuff to do. Well, I've already been on 1 hour and 12 minutes. We can play music. We can play music because this isn't, guess what? This music isn't copyright. Hold on a second. Wait, I gotta go back. Okay. Audio library. What's this one? Let's try this one. I have a pile of bills that I would like to give away. Maureen. I would sometime love to be able to make enough that I could just choose one person a month and pay their bills. I would love that. That's how I would love to give. If somebody, it doesn't always have to be financially, but if somebody really wanted something and they couldn't afford it, I would love to be able to provide it. That's the only, I bought lotto tickets a couple times. I need to check them. Oh, Jenny, I don't know. Because sometimes, people just want to have some, talk about something other than politics because politics take up so much, it's kind of depressing sometimes, the politics stuff. Okay, I am going to, yes, Lexi, praying for you, sweetheart. Did I get anything from you since do you get anything from you since I got premium? No, honey. Oh, did you sign up for the premium? Then you won't see the ads, honey. That's a good, I used to do premium and pay for it, but I'm like, forget it. I just watch the ads now. I know, Jenny. I know. Mamacita. Okay, Sean. I'll drop the link, honey. You guys like this music or not so much this music? This is kind of techno-y a little, or no, dance, house dance. Yes, I am, Angel Eyes. Absolutely, I'm working. I have to work. I got to work. Hold on. Okay, I'm not really into this one. Hold on. Let's change this real quick. This is kind of too techno-y housey for me. Let's try. What's this one? Oh, Sean's here. Could you imagine winning the lottery? Hi.
Yeah, that surprised us talking about me being bald.
Oh yeah, we already knew. We knew.
Oh.
Look, he's bald. Oh, you mean share it with these guys?
Yeah. That's what I said.
He's bald. What do you guys think?
I'm bald. Oh, it's so much better.
Jenny says, nice. What do you guys think about it?
Especially when you have my glasses. Too.
Eric's going to come on tomorrow night.
Cool.
Yeah.
6-8, where he been?
What?
6-8, where's Eric been?
Looks great. Angel Eyes says, cute, Sean. Annette says, looks good.
Thank you.
What was I going to say? So, yeah, it's none of your spouses or anything had drug issues, right?
No. The
That's
second
good.
one, they're just a little mental, that's all.
Mental?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. It's crazy. How are the puppies?
Puppies are not puppies no more.
I know, I have more hair. I have more hair.
Bella's still a puppy.
Well, Bella, you have a puppy named Bella.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I'm freaking almost 52. Sickening.
But yet you still look younger than I do.
How do we help people that have, I wish I could just take these people's addictions away, Oh.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. Because there's so many people on the streets and that have, addiction problems. And the ones with their kids too.
Best thing I found out was the few that I've helped is find them a hobby.
Find them what?
Find them a hobby.
Yeah.
Get their mind taken off of it. Like one guy, I was friends with him. He started out with alcohol really bad, underage alcohol. So only way he would go to Alcohol Anonymous is if I'd go with them.
Thank you, Casey. Yeah.
And then it got to where it started becoming other things.
Right.
Well, eventually he discovered that he was good at woodworking.
Right.
And so every time I'd go over to his house, I'd get him to do it more and more and more. And it got to the point where the woodworking took his mind off the drugs, and eventually he got off the drugs.
Nice.
I can't tell you how many times I stopped him from committing suicide. Just happened to be at the house at the right time.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Oh, Blue
Because they
Moon
kind of
wants to know.
when he started going to when he started going to Alcohol Anonymous, they kind of make me like his sponsor. So I'd go after work every night and go to his house. And yeah, there's a couple times I literally stopped him from committing suicide.
Where is he now? Is he around?
Yeah, last time I seen him last time I seen him was 2 years ago, and he actually had a whole store of woodworking, making a lot of
Nice.
thinking good money out of it.
Blue Moon wants to know what you think is going to happen with the RBG Republican nomination. People are freaking out about it. Okay, now we're going to have to talk about politics.
Well, what freaked me out of that article that we never got around to talking to the other night about how the extreme left, and the one that posted is not even in America, he's in Canada. One of the people that posted on Twitter saying that they should burn down Congress so they can't nominate anybody.
Right.
I mean that's insane.
I know. Why would they even say such a thing?
Oh man, I have a video and I meant to send it to you and I just forgot to, but it's a video and it's got like 20, 30 different tweets from the left and saying how they're F-bomb.
Hey, Jenny Joe. How are you, sweetheart?
Because you did kind of read some of them, but yeah, it's just they're going absolutely nuts. I mean, this weekend's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Because you got Portland this weekend. A lot of Patriots going to. You got a lot of Patriots also going to Philadelphia. The stand ground said, no, we're tired. We're sick and tired of it.
Time for change. That's awesome. I'm happy for you and him. Jenny, you're just doing okay? What's wrong, sweetie?
Yeah, let me see if it'll let me bring the chat up. Stupid phone.
I know these phones.
I
keep forgetting I've got that other phone. I think I might sell it. It's brand new. That's what they told me to do. They said just sell it. I mean, it's pretty nice phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the Galaxy 20. They call it the 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my flag on it. Then I like my background. I have to put the socket thing back on, and then my screensaver is.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's cool.
Okay, sweet dreams. I love you, Graceful Dragon. Yeah.
Everything else is frozen except for this, so I can't even look at what they're saying in the chat.
You can't see the chat?
No, my phone's frozen except for the video.
Oh. Well, also you can't, that's right, you can't, where's the back of this? You also, right, if you don't have a computer or something, you can't see it either, right?
No, you can, it's just.
Where's the back of this? Oh, I thought you could if you were.
Yeah, I usually see the chat, not a problem. But like I said, my phone's frozen except for this. I mean, I can't pull the top down. I can't do anything. Some stuff.
We have one of our books we can read. Where's the back of this? Shit. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I kind of when I was shaving my head, I was debating whether to do the goatee or not.
Yes, I think you should let the the goatee part grow out.
Okay.
Just very lightly, like I said, this dude where I went to buy my vape juice,
Yeah.
he gave me samples of that, what's that stuff called I've been talking about? Where is it? Where's the, what's that stuff called I talk about? Oh, here it is. It's the, what's the name of it? It starts with a K. Kratom. Yeah. Kratom. He gave me a sample of the Kratom. I sent Robert some. It was they have different kinds.
Well, I kind of missed part of the live the other night, but I guess some guy gave you his phone number.
See these? Good night, Casey. Thanks for popping in, hon. Nice to see you. When did he give? Who was that? You have to refresh my memory. Maybe if you have to message me, then go ahead. If it's personal, don't say. Some guy gave me his phone number.
Yeah, because everybody in the chat kept saying, call him, call him.
Oh, no. This guy that I've known for probably 8 years, 9 years, he's called me. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my daughter. If you guys can pray for my daughter and her boyfriend, they went in today to get tested for COVID.
Okay.
They can't go back to work until they do get cleared, and they've been sick. Like I said, my son's been sick. My daughter and her boyfriend's been sick, and my boy is starting to feel better, and so is my daughter a little bit. But she said they've been sick in bed for days. So let's pray that it doesn't come back COVID.
Yeah. At least my aunt's back out. Is not in the hospital anymore.
Oh yeah, good.
So she's in quarantine until doctors clear her.
Okay.
Because we talked yesterday a little bit.
Graceful Dragon wants me to read this. Okay. Something she sent me. Okay. So it's the National Review. I'm sorry, Lexi, you got the COVID depression. Yeah. It's enough already, Thank you, Jenny.
Let me try something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. So this is in the National Review. 29 times in American history, there has been an open Supreme Court vacancy in a presidential election year, or in a lame duck session before the next presidential inauguration. This counts vacancies created by new seats on the court, but not vacancies for which there was a nomination already pending when the year began, such as happened in 1835 to 36 and 1987 to 88. The president made a nomination in all 29 cases. George Washington did it 3 times. John Adams did it. Thomas Jefferson did it. Abraham Lincoln did it. Ulysses S. Grant did it. Franklin D. Roosevelt did it. Dwight Eisenhower did it. Barack Obama, of course, did it. 22 of the 44 men to hold the office faced this situation, and all 22 made the decision to send up a nomination, whether or not they had the votes in the Senate. Okay, and then it goes on to say 19 times between 1796 and 1968, presidents have sought to fill a Supreme Court vacancy in a presidential election year while their party controlled the Senate. 10 of those nominations came before the election. 9 of the 10 were successful. the only failure being the bipartisan filibuster of the ethically challenged Abe Fortas as Chief Justice in 1968. Justices to enter the court under these circumstances included such legal luminaries as Louis Brandeis and Benjamin Cardozo. George Washington made 2 nominations in 1796, one of them a Chief Justice replacing a failed nominee the prior year. In short, there have been 10 vacancies resulting in a presidential election year or post-election nomination when the president and Senate were from opposite parties. In 6 of the 10 cases, a nomination was made before Election Day. Only one of those, Chief Justice Melville Fuller's nomination by Grover Cleveland in 1888, was confirmed before the election. 4 nominations were made in lame duck sessions after the election. 3 of those were left open for the winner of the election. Other than the unusual Fuller nomination made when the court was facing a crisis of backlogs in its docket, 3 of the other 9 were filled after Election Day in ways that rewarded the winner of the presidential contest. Then it says, this argument is not original but bears repeating. Democrats have assured the American people that unless Joe Biden wins in a landslide, they will litigate the living hell out of the 2020 election. One likely outcome, given the potentially huge number of lawsuits and the slow and cumbersome nature of the legal process, is that in order to have a president by January 21st, the Supreme Court will need to intervene as it did in December of 2000. In that case, what happens if the court splits 4-4? Who decides? There does not appear to be a clear constitutional mechanism. An unresolved electoral college vote constitutionally goes to the House. But what if, because of the legal chaos, electors are not designated? What then? Decide the election on the streets? It says, every day that passes without a 9th justice undermines the Supreme Court's ability to function and leaves millions of Americans waiting for justice or clarity as major legal questions are unresolved. What if something happens to Biden or Trump? Early voting creates another reason for electoral college. That's when the electors meet in their state capitals and vote for president. For that reason, the party of the deceased candidate wouldn't want to change the name on the ballot before Election Day in any shady ways. They could just rely on electors to do the work. In New Jersey, for instance, Democrats would simply leave Biden on the ballot and let him win the state, even if he couldn't serve. Then, on December 14th, all 14 New Jersey electors will gather in Trenton and they could just vote for Harris. I'm not saying there's no window for drama here. Some states have faithless elector laws that prohibit electors from going rogue, but the recent Supreme Court decision allowing those laws had a footnote, quote, nothing in this opinion should be taken to permit the states to bind electors to a deceased candidate, end quote. Also, the ability of Biden or Trump to serve could be ambiguous, which would also throw things into turmoil. Finally, one party could try to win a state by removing the deceased candidate from the ballot partway through the election. Imagine Florida is very close and Biden dies 2 weeks out. Then Republicans could remove his name from the Election Day ballot and replace him with Harris, thus splitting the Democratic vote in that state and allowing Trump to win with a plurality well below 50%. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, Biden. Biden's a nutcase.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
Alleged child molester freed by bail fund promoted by Kamala Harris. This
Hi,
is,
Katie.
hey, shady lady. Hey, Eric. Biden can't string two sentences together. Exactly. Trump needs to lock down those age 65 years and over and leave young people to personally care for themselves with mass social. Yes, I agree, Blue Moon. Hey, Aquarium baby. So
Hi,
there's
Aquarian.
so this was in Forbes. This is funny. Why speaking English may spread more coronavirus than other languages.
God.
I mean, seriously? Yeah, this freaking Kamala Harris is letting all these freaking evil people out. Like, she's working hard to get these people out of prison, you know?
Yeah, because she's trying to make up for the one.
Eric or Sean. Yeah, no, it grew, my dear. Right. No, I got extensions, honey. So listen to this. He'll be back. The Minnesota Freedom Fund, a bail fund for low-income individuals in Minneapolis that was promoted by Kamala Harris, helped a man accused of sexually assaulting a child go free. The Minnesota Freedom Fund became more widely known after the riots sparked off by the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis as a means to help free protesters from jail. Vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris fervently backed it. So did at least 13 of Joe Biden's staffers. If you're able to chip in now to the Minnesota Freedom Fund to help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota, she tweeted. That was a tweet from her. As the Daily Caller reported, the MFF received around $35 million in donations since George Floyd's death, of which it has spent $3,475,000, and only 6% of that has gone to people arrested at Black Lives Matter protests or other related riots. Child molesters, burglars, and assaulters all freed on bail. One individual apparently receiving the good graces of the MFF was Timothy Columbus, 36, charged with sexually assaulting an 8-year-old girl in 2015. Victims stated Tim laid on her couch and held her down as he unbuckled his pants and pulled down her pants. Victims stated he then put his thing in me. Columbus faces 30 years in prison but was released in July on $75,000 bail. Documents obtained by the Daily Caller suggest the MFF played a role in his release. The documents signed by Columbus instruct the court to repay any refund bail to the MFF. The same goes for Richard Kelly, 53, who was charged with burglary and assault for breaking into a home of a 71-year-old woman in April, and Deshaun Boyd, 33, who allegedly assaulted and robbed a man leading on a cane in May. These criminals, these are the people that Kamala Harris has raised funds to bail out. Does she care at all the damage her fundraising has caused? Will she ever apologize for her role in bailing out violent criminals? Perhaps Harris is totally fine with an alleged child molester being set free from donations she gathered. After all, when she was a DA in San Francisco, she apparently refused to prosecute any of the priests in her state who were accused of abusing children. It also is just a latest example of the bail system as a whole completely failing to protect American citizens. Only a few days ago, a man in Portland accused of starting brush fires with a Molotov cocktail was released. He went on to set 6 more fires and was rearrested the same day. And in July, a Virginia man was released over fears he could contract COVID. He then shot and killed the woman who had accused him of rape. Yeah, and she's getting out all these people helping. I mean, maybe not directly, but she knows where the money's going. I mean, it's indirectly if, you know.
Well, and the thing is, the guy that reset fires,
Good night,
he had
Jenny.
he had been arrested during the Ferguson riots years ago for setting fires, for having a legal weapon because he already had a felony record.
Mm-hmm.
He had 10 different charges from the Ferguson riots, and here he is doing stuff in Oregon and Washington State. I mean,
Yeah.
and they got him on video. Sent several of them. One of them was in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's ridiculous.
BBT. I just snapped my fingers, girl. No, I got tape in extensions, honey. You've got lots of hair. You don't need it.
She found that miracle girl for hair.
Miracle Grow. Wait, the one on the left, not the one on the right, not his hair. I got the magical follicles. Yeah.
I got no hair. I'm bald.
So Eric's gonna come on tomorrow night. Eric, message me back again, and we'll figure out what we want to talk about, or what you want to talk about. If there's anything you want to talk about. You probably didn't hear what I was talking about earlier about a guy I know. Him and his girlfriend are doing heroin, and he said he'll probably never. I mean, he said why sometimes when he thinks about quitting, he's like, I think about quitting, but then he's like, but why? Yeah, Lexi, the New York officer was spying on the other people who did not like the China government. He was also in our military. He was reporting to the Chinese government. He lied regarding his background. It's just so sad. You can see the shoot up marks in his hand and everything. And then he smokes it. He doesn't use the foil anymore. Like, they used to use foil in a straw or something and burn it. They'd hold the foil and have to burn it under. Now he uses this glass pipe thingy, I guess he said. So, they make all this stuff for them to be able to use, but I was just going to say something about what she was saying. Oh, have you heard that lady? I think she's Korean, maybe the whistleblower on the whole COVID thing.
I briefly did.
BBT, yes, that, and he kind of thinks like where he thinks he is in the world right now. He's like, why? The way the world is, and he's been doing it for 10 years. He says he likes to do methadone when he gets off it, but he said really the only time he's been, off of it has been when he's been in jail. I said, well, you realize there's no good end result here. You're either going to end up dead, in jail, or dead. Those are really the only. Yeah. And we have to be, I thank God every day that my kids aren't into with that stuff, because it could get a hold of anybody,
Until they find a reason to quit, they're not going to quit.
Yeah, they have to want it. Like, no one can force them.
No.
Hey, D90, how are you? Go ahead. Sorry, honey.
Whether it's a hobby, a girlfriend that's clean and doesn't want them to do it, something's got to inspire the person to quit.
I agree, Picker. Yeah. Like, but as a friend, or if you have a relative, like, you
Yeah.
always are looking for that one thing to say, right? That will help them, but in reality, they have to help themselves, right?
At the end of the day, it's up
At the
to
end of
them.
the day.
No pun intended.
Aw, D90 is a sweetie.
D90 like, wait a minute, what happened to Sean's hair?
D90, it's been so long since you've been here. Sean lost all his hair, and I grew a bunch of hair. Right?
Yeah, all of a sudden yesterday, all my hair just fell out.
Yeah. Your face is looking thinner.
Thank you.
It is. So, your opinion, your guys' opinion. Would you want me to do like videos on like going to the gym and stuff? I
Absolutely.
want, because I'm just like trying to think of things that would be motivating, that would be motivating to people.
If they like watching me dance, then they're gonna love watching you work out. Just
Okay.
saying.
Ooh, Eric says you're looking dapper, Sean.
Thank you, Eric.
See, you can see the color in Sean's face and stuff. You can tell the difference. Why I'm getting a new computer eventually. You see what the difference I'm talking about? Mine looks gray and I look pasty white. And you've got color in the background and in your hair. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I stole Sean's hair, Robert said. I don't know why it does this.
Yeah.
Sean, do you want to twerk? I think everybody wants you to twerk.
I know Rainey probably does.
Oh, twerk for Rainey's birthday.
She's still in here.
Probably. I'll put the song. Tell me the song you want me to play, and you twerk. Hmm? Ride it, my pony. I can play it on my TV. See, you guys, I'm watching. Where's BBT? I did, Eric. She's so cute. Who's here? My son's back here. You're losing weight though. See, I'm watching that YouTube one. My son's back. I thought he was staying on for the night. What song do you want me to play? Sean, your glasses are the bomb.
Well, they're broken, but thank you.
Well, Graceful Dragon said that. What song do you want?
Just pick one. I don't care. Ask the birthday girl.
Rainy, are you here still? Sean's gonna do a dance. Okay, let's do. What's that song called? Ride it. What song do you want to dance to? Ghetto Boys.
I'll tell you one song I will not dance to.
What?
I'm not dancing to no WAP or anything else by Cardi B.
Oh, that's fine. It's called Damn, It Feels Good to Be Gangsta. Do you know that song?
It sounds familiar.
Is it like a dance song, Eric? Can you dance to it?
Let me take these off. No, I'm not taking the pants off on camera. These are just too baggy to dance in. with no shoes. There we go. That loose sound.
I love you.
You're there.
I love you more. Okay. Are we ready? Let me make sure it's turned up.
Turn it up.
Turn it up, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Dance, dance. Okay, ready? Okay. I've heard of it, I'm sure. Lexi says, shake it, baby. Oh, it's got a bunch of Rainier cans. Oh, that's a commercial. Okay, so here we go. Honey, I'll turn it down after this. This isn't a twerking song, though. Really? Hi. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? You can't hear it?
No.
It's up on 21. You got bad breath. You can't hear it? Okay, this is explicit. Oh, it's quiet? Okay.
I coughed out.
Let's try another one then.
I coughed that.
Okay, what's another one? Just give me something to play. How about, you want to dance to pump up the volume? Huh?
Say something. I think I lost volume.
Pump up the volume?
Yep, I did. Hang on.
Sean likes being on stage. Oh, here's one. Sean's like, he likes what you call it? He likes to be what do you call it? Sean likes to be on stage. Okay, let's try this one. See if you can hear this.
What can I say?
The flavor of strawberry or blueberry.
Can you hear that?
2 delicious ways to help you fill up for breakfast.
Okay, here we go.
Nutrition
another
has a
commercial.
step ahead for their best life.
Okay, ready?
Gotta enter this one.
Why your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that.
I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Make my day. Joe Rogan. I'm gonna get in trouble. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Piper's going. She's covering her ears. Oh, Ace of Base, yeah. Yes, Picker. Technotronic. Hey, CEO of YouTube. Sean's twerking for us. Come on, twerk. Pump up the jam. Ah. Tweaking. Took a bad turn since Cuties came out. Sean needs to create a new move called the Sean Shuffle. Do the Sean Shuffle. Dance. You're doing push-ups. Okay, that's cheesy. Get up and dance. Keep dancing. They want to see you dance, not do push-ups. Shake it. Okay, not. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. I want a place to stay. Okay. That was Pump Up the Jam. Hold
Pump it up.
on.
Somebody's hit the floor. Let them hit the floor.
I'm trying to think of. We'll do one more. Some sack flopping. Ew. Eric, you get it? He heard some sack flopping when you were doing that move. Gross.
No, these pants are tight.
Okay, how about? Oh, there's so much good music. I'm trying to find. Hold on. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Wait. Wait, did my boy just leave? Hold on. Oh, there's when I dip you, dip you, dip. Okay, here's one that's good. Hold on. Okay, we got this one.
If you've got psoriatic arthritis, Enbrel helps relieve joint pain, helps stop joint damage, and helps skin get clearer. Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, burns, and bleeding from illness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu.
My boy just left.
With school back in session, Xfinity is committed to helping kids continue to learn no matter where they are.
We're providing affordable internet access to low-income families through our Internet Essentials program.
And helping college students study and stay connected through our university program.
Here we go. Dance. Move. Oh, that's good. Pure energy, yeah. Say hello. Say hi. I love you. Look, we're dancing. Say hello. Wanna dance? Come here. I love you. Say hello. I love you. And I'm in a trance, all I wanna do is dance. Watch me dance. Come here. Lights are shining bright, there's a party here tonight. God. You're right. You can't have it. You can't have chocolate. Go on. Get dancing. Come here. When I hear music, give me a check. You got the music. When I hear music, it makes me dance. You got the music, here's my chance. When you twerk, I twerk, we twerk. Is that a show, Eric? Oh, who's that, Paul? Who is that? Sean White. Somebody's gonna do a video. We'll see a video of clips of you up there dancing. You know how people do that? All of a sudden there'll be a video and it'll just you'll see clips and stuff, and all of a sudden you'll be watching and they'll be like, hey, that's Sean up there. Oh, it's a music video. It's very booty shaking. Oh. This song is so long. Okay. That I'm not gonna play any more music because I already did too. Oh wait, I just saw Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Where'd she go? Oh, he's back. Okay, good. All right, you guys, it's been how long? 2 hours and 6 minutes I've been on here. I'm going to pop off.
Pop
Good
it
song.
up.
I'll check it out, Eric. What, honey? What'd you say? Hold on.
Yeah, I'll have to set this,
Eric, what's it called? Okay, I gotta find it again. Wait, what is it?
You still have it on the screen. It's Jerk It by
I know,
Thunder.
I'm looking. I'm trying to scroll up. Hold on. No, it's a music. Okay. Oh, it's on the screen. Oh, I get it. I thought it's on the screen. Jerk It by Thunder. Oh, remember the oh, let me see that Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie Roll. All right. My boy's home. I'll probably talk to you guys a little bit later. What time is it? 10? Oh, it's a quarter to. Easy Beats? No. Good night, Kimberly. Good night, Maureen. Oh gosh, Slan is practicing to give Bella the lap dance of her life. I just don't think it's sexy when men dance. Like, I don't. Like strip clubs and stuff. No, thank you. Not interested. Gross. Like, it's not the same as when a woman dance. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. A guy's naked body is not sexy to me.
Hey, look at a woman's naked body dance. I mean,
yeah, I mean, women are beautiful, of course, but the thing is I don't know, seeing a man up on stage naked dancing or in his little whatever they are, Speedos, not interested. It's not attractive at all. No, not cute. I'd rather see a guy in a nice pair of Levi's and a t-shirt, you know, and some shoes. That's it. And maybe a baseball hat. Like, that's cute to me. Or in uniform. That's pretty hot too. So yeah. That's about it.
my Wrangler, give me a white t-shirt and some boots. I'm good.
Some boots, yeah. All right, dear. I'll probably talk to you guys later. Good night. Good night.
Boots.
Yeah. Oh, boots. Yeah. Okay, dear. These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. Good night, guys. Good night, Sean. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
All right, love you. Good night.
Love you. Good night. Good night, Robert. Good night, Eric. Good night, everybody. Good night, Sean. Oh, where'd he go? Okay. Good night, Lexi. Good night, everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Rock the body. Good night, Blue Moon. Good night, Picker. Good night, everybody. Love you. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. Why is that live button highlighted? That was weird. If you guys could say a prayer for my daughter and her boyfriend. Good night, D90. Thanks for popping in, hun. Nice to see you as always. And if you could pray for them that they don't have COVID, hopefully they'll know by good night, Paul. Hopefully they'll know by tomorrow. And you know, I'm sure they'll be fine if they have it, but you know, it's just that always that, you know, not knowing. And it's what if it affects them in a bad way, you know? Okay, sweet dreams. I'll see you soon. Maybe I need to work out. So maybe I'll take you with me if I work out. Okay. I don't want to wear a freaking mask at the gym. Give me a break. Okay, bye.